What's up, everybody? Crypto Keeper. Scared money don't make money. What's up, everybody? Crypto Keeper. How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome home. Okay, so let's cover a couple things in this video. I'm going to go backwards on this. I'm going to cover some of the platforms or projects that I'm in. You know, I'm in Arbitraging, and you know, I'm in Mazebits. We're going to get to those in a second. I want to jump over to the news because I want to go over, you know, some things that have transpired in the last couple hours in regards to, I guess, a couple applications that we're in for the ETF, which, you know, this whole Bitcoin community is really trying to hope for. If you don't know what an ETF is, you know, it's an exchange traded funds, and this is where the you know, normal mainstream public person can invest into. It's like mutual fund type investment with Bitcoin and stuff in it. So this just came out. And you're going to see this blowing up all over your phone. You're going to see the news jumping on this like white on rice, you know, like they always do. But, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, some stuff here, what I think about it. I want to hear your comments in the comment section. You know, this is not the meeting that the SEC was going to do, you know, for August 10th, and they postponed it to like September, sometime in December. I'm sorry, September, sometime in September. This is not that application. This is the Winklevoss twins. You know, they are very big with the Bitcoin, and Winklevoss cryptocurrency ETF denied by SEC due to offshore manipulation concerns. What that means, you know, I don't exactly know. Will this affect the decision that they're looking to make in September for the Chicago Board of Exchange? I don't know. Surely, you know, we don't want them to use this as a precedent, but maybe there was something more to the Winklevoss twins application than clearly meets the eye. But it says, with much of the financial world fixated on the prospect of Bitcoin exchange traded fund, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has reportedly denied the proposal from the Gemini founders, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. It was a 3-1 against in the voting. We're going to read this, and we're going to try to see if we can break some of it down. I personally don't think that this is going to, you know, tremendously make a big difference until they actually meet in September and make that decision on that particular ETF fund application. But this one here definitely is a little bump in the road, and will probably definitely affect the short-term price of Bitcoin. You know, it's already, you know, somewhere like 79, 90. Definitely affected a little bit, threw a little monkey wrench into our party that we've been having for the last 3 to 5 days. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I want you guys to stay focused and positive with your Bitcoin investment because, you know, there's going to be bumps. There's definitely going to be bumps, but, you know, we got to get through these bumps and just keep moving forward. All right, so the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission has rejected the first ever cryptocurrency ETF proposal from Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. So first ever from them, right? The famous entrepreneurs behind cryptocurrency exchange Gemini. The Winklevoss Bitcoin Trust was also denied by the SEC in 2017. However, CNBC News reports that the twins' recently submitted rule change proposal has also been rejected by the independent agency of the United States federal government, marking yet another loss in the Winklevoss quest for an ETF. The vote was reportedly 3-1. And you could see them here. I guess they're in front of the board or whatever. It remains to be seen how this decision will affect other proposals for the Bitcoin-backed ETC. Now, here, to stop this for a minute, my viewpoint is that the ETFs that were proposed by the CBOE, they proposed an insurance-backed type of proposal where, you know, the fund would be backed by insurance, so that would cover any volatility loss for their investors. I don't think that the Winklevoss twins proposal or application was, you know, had that in the mix. So I think that you know, they're more apt to approve an application or a proposal with the insurance-backed fund versus theirs. So I think that could be a positive way to look at it. Okay. The news also follows the SEC's delaying of ARCA Inc. filing from January 2018 seeking approval to list and trade shares of 5 dioxin Bitcoin ETFs earlier this week. News of the postponement came in the U.S. government publishing office, which read, "The Commission finds it appropriate to designate a longer period with which to issue an order approving or disapproving the proposed rule change so that it has sufficient time to consider this proposed rule change." So, you know, if you didn't see that news, there was supposed to be a meeting on August 10th. They postponed it based on this particular verbiage to sometime in September. All eyes now remain firmly fixated on the SEC's upcoming decision regarding the CBOE Bitcoin ETF proposal, which one legal expert believes will be delayed into March of 2019. This seems like the SEC can just keep delaying and delaying and delaying until they get to a point where they have to either, you know, shit or get off the pot. This is the government's way of what's called red tape, where things get lost in red tape, and you know, this is just how our, you know, world operates, and you know, we just don't have any control, and that's the reason why when you're in a centralized marketplace, you know, you are at the mercy of the big bosses and the corporate world and the governments. So, you know, stick to your guns with the decentralization of what we are in here. This whole space that you believe in is crucial. We stand and fight our ground. I really don't like when people or governments or cities or towns tell me what I can do on my property, with my money, with the way I think. I'm really firmly against that. You know, I am really about, you know, we should have the right to do what we want to do as, you know, Americans in the United States anyway. I don't know, you know, where you're from if you're listening to this, but I'm sure you feel the same way with your country and your government. So basically that is this, and this is courtesy of Bitcoinist.com, and you know, basically you can go read this for yourself. You'll probably see it on every cryptocurrency news site. Let's check out CCN, see if they have it yet. Here you go. Newsflash: Bitcoin slides after SEC rejects Winklevoss ETF. So it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. This is an interesting one. Samsung smartphones are the most secure device when using cryptocurrency. That's an interesting article. Let's jump over to that. See what the heck that's about. I used to have a Samsung for years. Now I have the Google Pixel 2, which is a pretty cool phone. Everything Google on it, And guys, keep in mind, they have Bravo browser out, which is this here. This is a decentralized browser, Bravo, where we really should probably all be using that, for all intents and purposes of being in cryptocurrency and stuff like that. Trying to see if I can get on it here. For some reason it's not logging on while I'm on screen. So let's go back to where, oh, there it goes. Let's see if I could show you what it looks like. Okay, but this is basically, it blocks ads and trackers and stuff like that. And you can search. It's just like a Google, but it's Bravo. And it's, basically, like I said, a decentralized web browser. Pretty awesome. I've been trying to get in the habit of using it. I just downloaded it on my computer, so I got to get used to it. But you might want to check it out and download it. It's it's free to download and stuff like that. You can go check it out on your your computer. See, you can read this and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But sorry about that, guys. I had to put you on pause for a second. I had to tend to the dogs. All right, so basically this is Bravo, or Brave. I'm sorry, not Bravo. Brave browser. Brave browser. I don't know why I'm thinking Bravo. But anyway, Brave browser, you could, much more than a browser, Brave is a new way of thinking about how the web works. You can go check this out. You can get on your smartphone. Shows you how many ads are blocked and stuff like that. But like I said, it's the BAT token. That's their particular coin, and it's a decentralized browser. Okay. All right. Let's get out of that for a minute and go back to what we were talking about here. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But anyway, the Samsung smartphone, according to Samsung, the $290 billion company which dominates every other industry in South Korea, smartphones are the safest device to use when transacting using cryptocurrency over laptops. So when you are using your Coinbase or any of your exchanges and stuff, you might want to use your phone. It seems to be the safest way to send cryptocurrency, according to this article. You can check it out on CCN, get a little deeper into it and read it, and always be safe with your currency. All right, let's jump over to something else that I want to talk about, and let's jump into arbitraging really quick before I go ahead and get logged out, which, darn it, I knew that was going to happen. So I'm not going to log back in that. But anyway, everything's going good in ARB. I had done a video the other, I think it was the other day or yesterday. And basically, in the video, I did, put out there to you guys, I have X amount in the ABOT. But I got the information I was looking for, got a lot of help, got some help from, great people in the comments. Crypto Austin reached out to me, gave me some of his advice, which was really appreciated. And, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave what I got in the ABOT, okay? And I'm going to leave what I got in the ABOT because it's earning, I'm reinvesting, I like, what I'm getting in there, and I think I'm almost up on my 10th day where I put it in there. So I'm able to add more from my wallet to that based on what price I feel comfortable going in there at. Right now I think the price is like $4.08. was as high as like 420 or something. It's holding pretty good. So I'm really happy with arbitraging. I'm really liking the project. I'm liking, the money that I'm earning from it as a passive income. I like the fact that you have to use your brain and stuff like that to create some strategy between the ABOT, keeping money in the wallet, off to the side for when the price token goes up, and then getting it back into the ABOT at a higher price, stuff like that. So I'm really liking this particular project, and I call it a project because, it's showing and proving that it has longevity. I personally don't know how, long projects or these platforms will last, but all the indicator lights show me that this particular project has a lot of good things behind it, a lot of good things in the works, a lot of good things to come. So I'm a believer in it. I'm a believer in it. Whether you believe in it or not as a subscriber, that's totally your choice, your business. But from what I've seen since December, between all of the scammed out lending platforms that other than Bifinite that went into Mazebits and is trying to make an attempt to make their project work, which I give them a lot of credit for that. I'm going to give support to the ones that I'm in, the ones that are working, until they give me reason not to support them anymore. So if you are a believer in arbitraging, then you're a believer. It's no different than some people love Walmart. Some people love McDonald's. Some people hate McDonald's. Some people say that the meat is no good or there's something in it. But then there's some people that are loyal people that go to McDonald's on a daily and weekly basis. Same thing with Walmart. Walmart is a huge conglomerate in the United States, if you don't know what Walmart is. And they have some of the lowest prices for all their merchandise, food, electronics. Now, how do you think they get those prices? They beat down the vendors. They take their margins and they shrink them like this to pennies. And the vendors have to deal with that if they want to be in the Walmart store. And they don't make as much on their profit margin. So what does that tell you? I mean, that tells me that that's corporate, world stuff that just takes advantage because they are such a big company, and they try to bring the lowest price to their consumer. But it also does hurt the people on the other end, that are trying to sell their products and make money. So, to me, you could look at those and say, wow, that's a really, messed up thing to do. But you know what? It's business. And arbitraging does business, and, they do their ways of doing business. And Mazebits does their way of doing business. You got other programs out there, I'm sure, that do things their way. So, I'm sticking with this particular program because it's working for me. And like I said, I will be supporting it because that's where I have my money. Okay, so arbitrage going good, liking it. Let's jump over to the Mazebits. Mazebits here. Let's see if I got. Is there a way I can move that? Let's see if I can move that. No. Anyway, let's see if I can refresh this and see what the Maze. All right, so Mazebits was sitting at about 27 cents before. It's up to about 32 cents. I told you, I've noticed that it starts to climb as the weekend gets closer. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I've noticed that the last couple weekends, it went up from like 32 cents to 90 cents to 70 cents, et cetera, et cetera. What I ended up doing is, I went into my Exodus wallet, and I happened to have like an extra, $130 in Bitcoin in there. So I transferred it over, went in flawlessly. I went to the exchange. I bought more tokens at like 31 cents or 30 cents. So I beefed up my Mazebits balance to 551 Mazebits coins. Not to mention I have 95 sitting in my phase 2 that I will naturally get out of there once I see this price go over $1. That'll be my next price point with my liquidity. And like I said, you go here to the trading bot, very transparent, number of trades, buy price, sold price, if they made on it or they lost. They're showing you the negatives, they're showing you the positives, they're showing where they're at for their 24-hour period. They've been kicking out some really decent rates, anywhere between 0.7 to 1.1%, 1.2, but mainly within that 1% range, anywhere between 0.8 to 1%. But I'm really excited and happy with this particular platform, the way it's working. Like I said, this Mazebits is totally a different animal than arbitraging. So you got to look at it, differently. But it's working, and it's working. I'm sticking with it. I have my money in it. It's my investment. I do what I want with my money. I'm not no financial advisor. You know that. You do what you want with your money. Just do your research, do your due diligence, and go from there. There's a million things out in the space right now. There's P3D. If you like DAP games, then you go into something like that. If you like the FOMO 3D, go into something like that. I'm not into those. I'm just not a big fan of those particular type of games. I don't understand them like I really want to, and I choose not to get in them. But there's people that are in those that don't get in these. So, we all have our own way of thinking, our own way of doing things, and I think that's what makes life so great. I'm in certain traditional ICOs that you guys may not even know of or be in. I try to maybe get into a couple when I could afford to, and I want to go what I think might work or might make me money down the road. So that's just how life is, guys. That's the spice of life. But other than that, if you're still with me on this video, that's great. That means, you love listening to Keeper, and, you basically might not have anything else to do. But, I was possibly thinking about doing a live stream. I don't know if this video will come out before I've done the live stream, but also I did a live stream on Crypto Austin's channel a couple days ago. He had me up on the live stream, asked me some questions, wanted to get to know me, his subs wanted to get to know me, which was pretty cool. Was pretty transparent, answered a bunch of, questions and stuff with them, and it was pretty fun. Other than that, just want to, give a shout out to all my subs, and if you like the content, if you like the channel, if you like what we all do here as far as helping each other as a channel, hit the subscription button. If you've been popping in and out on my channel and you feel like you're afraid to hit that subscription button, it really doesn't take much. You go down in the corner, you press the button, you hit the notification bell, and sometimes, I'll bang it with a bunch of videos. Other than that, trying to keep you updated on the news, trying to keep you updated on the investments that I'm personally in. Like I said, you do what you want to do, but those are the ones I'm in. Other than that, that's the dog. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I will catch you on the next one. And you know my motto, scared money don't make money. I will see you on the next one.